Hey guys, Elizabeth Curly-Haired Country Gal here. Now I am here in the rabbitry with my chickens. I'm gonna tell you why. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I have updated the rabbitry and I'm getting ready for 7 new rabbits to join my current 2 rabbits, Lord willing, this coming Wednesday in just a few days. So I think I'm ready and I'm so excited. But that doesn't answer the question of why the chickens are in the rabbitry. This whole spring and summer, we've basically had 2 flocks. We've had one flock that's been hanging out in the orchard, and we've had another flock that has been in the coop, and then in the afternoons we open the door after they've laid their eggs, and they can free range for the rest of the afternoon. I'm kind of having a hard time remembering why I did that. I think I wanted to have the rooster have some company. Originally, the coop was going to be just a bachelor pad for the roosters, and all the hens were going to be out here with one rooster. And then one of the roosters died, I think. Anyway, we ended up having kind of 2 flocks. And so for the winter, I want to have all of the chickens in the coop most of the day so that they can lay their eggs in there, and then for the afternoon let them out. The big reason for that is because I want to get more eggs. And I watched a really helpful video from Homesteady, and he talked about is it unethical to put a light on your chickens in the winter for them to continue laying eggs. And I think he made a compelling argument that I agree with, that chickens are wired to lay eggs. And I don't know, I haven't really seen any literature on them needing to have a break from laying eggs. If there are chickens in a southern climate that gets a ton of sunshine, they're gonna lay eggs all year, to my knowledge, unless they're molting. So I am planning on putting them all in the coop so that I can supplement them with a few extra hours of light every day so that I can continue to get the number of eggs that I want. This is October 1st, I've already seen a drop in egg production over the last couple weeks from 10 or 11 a day from my 15 hens to about 6 or 7 a day. So just the other day I got a timer set up in there, hooked up to a light to stimulate more light starting at about 4:30 in the morning, turning off at 7 when the sun rises, and then I'll keep extending that end time as the days get shorter. So why are the chickens in the rabbitry? Well, it actually goes back to rabbits. I've been doing a meat rabbit collaboration with several others, and it's been super great. And as I've been editing the videos together, I've been learning a lot about keeping rabbits. And one thing that Megan from Living the High Life mentioned is that if you're going to add new rabbits together, you want to separate out the rabbits that have already staked their claim on the territory and make it new for everybody so that there's less fighting and so that everybody can establish their pecking order maybe more quickly without as much drama. And so it just got me thinking, oh yeah, I bet that's the same with chickens. So I'm sure there's tons of videos and articles that confirm this, I'm guessing, but I thought, oh, well, I bet that's the same way. So I was planning on putting all the chickens in the barn, but earlier today some of them were just hanging out over here and I thought, oh, perfect. So all of the hens from the 2 separate flocks are in here now. I removed the rooster because I think the rooster, he kind of had his harem with him, and the other hens were kind of huddled over here. The second rooster is in his own pen over here. I didn't want to put the roosters together because they weren't getting along the last time we tried that. So anyway, this is the idea that I have to transition the hens to all being one flock again. So in a few days after they've formed their new hierarchy, I'm going to move all of them back to the coop. My plan with the roosters is to probably just keep one over the winter and butcher the other one. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that because I have eggs in the incubator for the first time. The hatch date is a week from Monday. I'm so excited. I candled them yesterday or the day before. There were 8 with little chicks moving out of 18. There were 4 that I know have nothing in them, and there were 6 that are like, maybe there's something in there, maybe there's not. I'm doing that now so that I can have layers starting in the spring, and I don't have to hatch them in the spring and wait till November when they're going to stop laying anyway for them to be mature. So that's another adventure that I'm very excited about. So I won't necessarily need these guys, but this guy's been a sweetie. The black rooster who's in the coop, he has started attacking occasionally. He used to attack my son, and then my son has been getting instruction and some courage from the Lord and has stood up for himself and fought off the rooster, and the rooster doesn't bother him anymore. So I think it was, I don't know, maybe it was a fluke. So he's still a pretty good rooster too, but one and maybe both of them are probably gonna go. So that is why we have all the hens here in the rabbitry. Lord willing, on Wednesday when I go to pick up 7 new rabbits, these girls are gonna go back to the coop for the winter. And by the way, I'm gonna also be setting up the chickens with the heated water as well, so that that's less maintenance. And I was looking high and low the past few days trying to figure out how many watts of light a chicken will need to continue to lay. It sounds like the number of hours is about 14 hours a day, so that's what I'm working towards with 4:30 a.m. to about 7 p.m., 6:30 p.m., something like that. And it sounds like, I've seen a lot of different wattages, but it sounds like 50 watts is kind of the minimum of what they need. So there's a light bulb in there that's like, I don't know, 200 watts or something. I forget. I'm not very good with light bulb information, so don't quote me on that. But I know that that's going to have plenty of wattage to encourage their cycles to continue. And as always, if you've enjoyed this video, if you could like it down below, I'd appreciate it. And subscribe if you're interested in following me as I work towards self-sustainability with our pasture-raised, happy meat and animals. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.